I gotta get candid for a minute. So I was taking my daughter to daycare today. There was a poster that had two kids on it, and the kids were like advertising like soccer and all that. I wasn't paying attention to the poster. My daughter gets so excited. She looks at the poster, she gets so excited. Mommy, mommy, mommy. She's 4, okay? Mommy, mommy, look. And I'm like, okay, so what's up? What are you looking at? It's me! It's me, mommy! I'm on the poster! And I'm like, what is she talking about? It's like, did they put my kid on a poster and I didn't know about it? Like, what happened? So I look, and lo and behold, it's not her, but the girl looks like her. Like, the girl looks so much like her. And I'm like, the only thing that's different is that the girl looked older. She looked more like my son's age, more like a 7 or 8 rather than a 4, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, she does look like you, but that girl's a little older than you. That's not you. And she's like, no, that's me. I want to play soccer. When she said that, it brought me joy, like it warmed my heart, but it also saddened me a little bit. When I was growing up, there was no black little girls on posters doing normal middle class stuff. The cartoons that I watched never had anybody of color, and if they did, they had distorted faces that were not realistic, or they always had some type of stereotypical hairstyle that wasn't always the case, right? Like, they never made black people look like normal humans. They always made them these distorted things. I'm remembering how I felt to not see any representation of what I actually was. Like, I'm seeing all of these models in the magazines or people in the shows or something like that. Like, Sister was probably like the closest thing that I saw. Maybe Laura from Family Matters, and the people from Fresh Prince, right? Like, I was able to see them, but when it came to my cartoons, animes, or magazines, or fashion, I didn't see myself in those things. Not to the degree that my daughter sees herself now. I say this to say that diversity is so important on so many different levels. If I was able to see myself as a happy kid playing soccer, see myself as the smart kid in the cartoons, I would have had way higher self-esteem growing up. I would have thought that I was pretty. But instead, I hated my skin color growing up, hated my hair, hated what I looked like. I wanted to be something that I wasn't, because I felt like then I would belong. Then the world would be for me. It does something to your psyche when you grow up in a world that you don't believe you belong in a world that you believe you're ugly because of the color of your skin, because of how your hair is, because you don't have light eyes. To be able to watch my daughter grow up loving herself, grow up seeing herself as Little Mermaid. When I was growing up, I thought that was for the white folks. I couldn't do that. But my daughter knows that she can do it too. She can relate to the Little Mermaid. There are more people of color that she looks up to now than there ever was when I was younger. Getting that fresh start of loving yourself and knowing that you belong in this world from such a young age, the sky is the limit for her. That's how important diversity and inclusion is. It's about the psychological toll that it takes in someone who believes from their childhood that they do not belong. I've had to climb so many hurdles that she will never even see. I've had to get to where she is in my 20s in order to get to where I am now. And I'm not even all the way there with the self-esteem. Not even all the way there. But she won't even have that hurdle because she sees now that she is included. So that's why diversity is important. And it saddens me that so many people who have always been represented feel threatened when others get representation. So many people who started off in a higher psychological position because they knew they were in a world for them got the nerve to be angry that other people are now being represented. Other people are now being seen. Other people now feel seen. There's a reason for that. Imagine Black people not having to spend half of their life getting over the hurdle of actually loving themselves. Getting over the hurdle of actually feeling as if they belong. Seeing the representation. Look at where Black people are now, how we are excelling, even with that hurdle that we have to get through. Imagine what it would be like, how far we would go if we didn't spend half of our lives just trying to accept ourselves for ourselves. That's why they don't want diversity and inclusion.